Tonight on the North American Friends Movie Club.
A mysterious island.
A missing patient.
And at least 3 different ghosts.
We watched the 2010 neo-noir psychological thriller Shutter Island.
So slip into your ugliest tie.
And swim out to the evil lighthouse.
Because we're the Ashecliffe Hospital for the criminally insane of podcasts.
And this show is our dangerous cliffside.
This is what it sounds like when we do a podcast. We're currently doing one. This is the North American Friends Movie Club, and you might notice something about the name of our show. And that's Friends comes before Movie Club. Because it's simply more important to us. It's way, way, way more important to us personally. So I got to ask my 2 patients, how we doing?
We're criminally insane.
My 2 criminally insane friends.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, come on.
Come
We're
on.
having fun.
Come on.
Do
buddy.
people feel? I'll wait until we talk about the movie just to ask that.
What?
No, I was just going to talk about if we feel compassion for people that get ruled criminally insane during crazy things.
I think if they're actually, really
Depends.
gone cuckoo.
Sometimes you think they might be faking it, so you're like, I don't know. You gotta
Like if
keep your
Daniel
eye
Day
on it.
Lewis can do what he can do, I'm sure other people could fake it too, right?
But there are tests that so one of the major personality assessments is called the MMPI-2. And in that test, it's very hard to fake it. Like the way that the test is made, it really can weasel out. And it takes forever to take for that reason. There's so many questions. So if you're
One
go
episode,
ahead.
you should give me the test to see if I could.
it would literally take hours. Like if I were to ask you the questions, like for you to fill it out yourself takes about an hour. I gave it to my dad in grad school and I graded him.
Do you know any of the questions off by hand?
I can ask you I could do my cognition test with you to see if
Just
you pass
one
that.
question. Just one question.
Here's the hardest question on
Okay.
the test that I gave to people today. Count backwards by 3s starting at 20.
17, 14, 11, 8, 5, 2, -1.
Very good. You did that very quickly.
Yeah.
This guy's cognating hard right now.
Do you know your mother's maiden name? Okay. We should bleep that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, I won't put that.
Want my social insurance number next?
Kate's like, that'd be really funny.
There we go,
Kate's
bit.
like, we're doing the test, and she's like, what was your first dog's name? What school did you go to? What was the first
What's the
concert?
mascot? Right.
I
Exactly.
get an alert from my banking app that someone just withdrawn $250.
Exactly.
Big dog me with the cognitive test. I like it. So, Kate,
Why don't you guys-
what happened
yeah.
this week?
I have such a list, and I don't know. Let me look at my big list. My parents went to a really fancy wedding last weekend, and my mom and dad talked a lot about it. They weren't going to attend the reception, but they went to. Now I don't know if this is how it went, but this is how I like to think that it went. So they went to the wedding ceremony at the church, and they noticed how much money the family spent on the flowers. So then they decided to go to the reception.
Yeah.
And it was the nicest reception my mother had ever been to. And my mom has been to, lots of lovely weddings. And it was at our big art museum here in Kansas City called the Nelson. And I had a lot of fun with my mom calculating how much money these people probably spent on their wedding. And it was easily over $100,000. Easily.
Ooh.
Just to rent the space at the museum was, and not including anything other than just being able to be there, was $30,000.
So if they packed the place, if they was just standing room only, it would have been called the Full Nelson.
Yes, very good.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Yeah,
very good.
Sat on that for 45 seconds. I counted.
She did good.
Thank you.
Nick got an endoscopy and colonoscopy completed Friday.
Was going to ask about that. Yeah,
he did not. He does not have cancer.
That's excellent news. What does he have?
He has diverticulitis.
Oh, guess who has that? Maureen. Again, bleep out her last name. Maureen has that. And
now we have photos of all of his colon and anus.
That's okay. Well, maybe Patreon tiers. Maybe we can get into that.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, there now.
You want to see Shag's anus? We better pony up, bud.
And what's funny is they have a picture, and it doesn't look. It looks like something internal. And there's an arrow, and it says anus, and it's like, I don't know. It just is. It's not what you think of when you think anus. You think butthole when you hear anus.
Yeah, that's what I think when I hear anus. No, I also really like the idea. I really like the idea of like an intern in Photoshop, like clicking on arrow, dragging the arrow to point, clicking text, writing anus. But actually, he's probably got a hotkey saved, like Shift X A gives him the anus.
Exactly.
But I feel like if someone is looking at an X-ray or imaging of my internal organs, including my anus, I would want them to be able to recognize an anus without it being pointed out to them.
Fair.
I think that's for you more than for them.
Oh, we don't get our pictures back here.
Oh, you don't get to see inside your colon?
No, I wish.
We also saw down his esophagus, he has a hernia where I forget what it's called. It's like your stomach can go into your chest cavity, or I don't know. It's what's causing his indigestion.
Pyloric valve?
No, hiatal hernia. Hiatal hernia.
Guess who has that? Kevin.
Your dad.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nick is turning into my parents.
Your mom and dad. Yes.
Yeah, Nick's your mom and dad.
Papa Nick.
I have a reflection.
Okay.
So as I was there,
Dracula in court defending himself. Court.
There were 3 patients there, I think all for some kind of procedure, colonoscopy. There was Nick and I, there was another man and his female partner, and then there was a woman who came in with a man. Guess which partner left and which partners stayed? The women stayed and the man left.
Yep.
The man left the woman to have the procedure by herself.
Abandoned her.
He abandoned her.
Yep.
Maybe she said, you have to leave. I don't want you to see this.
That's the way Nick was. Nick didn't want me to even be back there afterward because he thought he would be farting. And we don't fart in front of each other because we love each other. Like, that's different. We farted with our wives and husbands previously. We are not currently sharing that with each other.
You just
keeping the romance alive. Yes, you go to the bathroom, you leave the room. Like,
do you go to the upstairs one?
Oh, that's where Nick goes. Oh, Nick only uses the upstairs bathroom. Yeah. And what did you say, Brent?
You guys show off the vessels, but you won't show off the acoustics of the vessel.
Sure.
We have heard each other fart on accident, but we are never, ever going to push anything out on purpose, ever.
No comedic farts.
No, and I've stopped doing that. I've stopped doing that in general, even around my daughter, and I'm trying to rub off on her because she'll just fart with abandon, and I don't like it.
Yeah. My dogs fart. When they stand up to look at the window, they fart. It's funny.
And when you get older, you just fart. I've noticed. Like, we're going to lose the ability to control it. And so I think we all need to start
You're controlling it while you can.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you.
So what you're saying is a preemptive warning to all the listeners that if we keep going with this podcast, it's just going to turn into an hour and a half of us farting.
No, I'll get the filter for that.
Okay.
I'll buy like a $70 fart filter that's like tuned exactly to the acoustics of a butt.
Nobody wants to hear a fart. Fart jokes are funny. Toilet humor is funny, but a real fart is very upsetting.
From your lover?
Oh,
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah,
Worst.
I agree.
I watched there's a bowling documentary. Have you heard about this bowling documentary? It's amazing. I love it. I'm very into bowling. And I think bowling really, the documentary really demonstrates mental toughness. Because bowling is a mental game. It's all in your head. And then the oils, like I'm learning why it's challenging, because they lay the oil down and then every time you throw, it changes the viscosity and the lane. So these guys travel with like 16 bowling balls, and they have a guy that's like a caddy. That's just a guy that stands there, like talks to him about which ball and the ball weight and the thing. Like,
I just found out
I didn't
that
know bowlers had caddies.
there's strike balls and there's spare balls.
there's so many more than that too. There's like, it's a whole culture. Like, and they don't even win that much money. Like, they have to have full-time jobs. Then the professional league in America is only 4 months long. And the most you can win, if you're like the best of the best, is $100,000. Like,
It's like curling.
it's not.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's like the best curler in Canada is like a 6-time national champion, 4-time world champion, say, won 2 Olympic medals, and he's like the paint manager at Home Depot. Something like that.
I was going to say working at a tire shop. Like, yeah.
That's rough.
That's sad.
Yeah,
That's a bummer.
Yeah, if you could win a Olympic medal at the sport that you participate in, you shouldn't have to have a real job.
I agree.
Yeah, me too.
As we all know, I don't identify as Christian, and I'm the only one in my family who doesn't identify as Christian. And so, of course, I hosted Easter dinner, and I made a ham for the first time, and I made a glaze for my ham.
Lay it on me.
And it was a packet of like the sugar and the mixture and the stuff. And it said that you can mix it with water, juice, or soda. And so I chose Coca-Cola Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Chef's kiss.
Ooh.
So good. And a couple people were like, what is this glaze? And I was like, that is Coca-Cola Classic.
Kate, I have to say, that story to me demonstrates great bravery.
Yep.
To believe in yourself enough to try to be like, you know what? I'm going full Coke Classic on this. It says add soda. I'm hosting my whole family, and I'm going to roll the dice on this and having it work. I'm like, that's kind of heroic to me.
You know what that is?
You're feeling a little heroic.
That's a big dog move.
Yeah.
It's a big dog move.
Breaking out I never tried before glaze. Yeah. And hosting people, that's big dog.
On Easter.
Yeah.
Not
on
even
Easter.
like a Thursday night. It's not a Thursday night ham. This is an Easter ham.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
turned out really good. You can't really mess up ham because it's already cooked. The spiral cut already cooked hams. It's like you put it in the oven, warm it up.
Just listen.
Yeah, I'm
don't
not gonna let
discount
you-
yourself
yep.
here. You're not.
You're a hero.
No,
yeah.
but I'll take
You're a brave hero.
I'll take the flowers on the glaze. So then I was discussing with the family what other sodas would be good, and we think Dr. Pepper, root beer. Here's a big dog move: orange soda.
Ooh. I don't know about that
I was
one.
going to get a little tropical
Yeah.
with it. Like, I could see a pineapple crush.
Yeah.
I think a pineapple crush.
So a
would
lot
work.
of people use pineapple juice
Mm.
instead. So you can use any number of juices as well. So
I like the Dr. Pepper, though. That was my original. I was like, that's what she's going to go with. She's going to go with Dr. Pepper. When you said Coke, I said, oh, you're going with the King soda? Like, okay. All right. I'll try it.
This could also be, you could say this episode is from the 60s or the 50s. And people are like, yeah.
I didn't have anything with Jell-O in it though. So
Yeah. Well, that's probably for the best.
That's probably for the best. And I didn't have any leftover food, so that was good.
Oh, I thought you wanted leftovers.
I did, and then I realized I didn't, and that was okay. I did have leftover cake. My dad bought a big cake that looked like a rabbit. And
Ooh. Bob the Lob is got a silly festive side?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, with vanilla cake, vanilla
No.
icing.
He only gets chocolate cake, and he got whipped cream frosting, which is it's just the perfect.
That's the way to go. Bob the Lob nailed it. This is why he's getting invited to fancy weddings, because he knows. He's got class.
Yes. He does.
You're not filling the Nelson up with fucking riffraff. You're filling the Nelson up with people that have class and know what kind of cake to buy.
The people that got married were my parents' old neighbors and the guy who was a judge. So it was like fancy
good judge of character.
People.
He was a good judge of character.
Okay, guys, I had a real big boo-boo that happened. As you know, I am a psychotherapist. I have been kind of thinking about things and needing my own therapist. So I reached out to a person and I scheduled a therapy appointment. And then I forgot all about it.
That's kind of embarrassing for you.
You hate yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it goes to show I really do need it. Like,
yep.
Yeah.
That's kind of a big dog move, to be honest with you. You're like, hey, I'm one of you, but I don't got time for one of you right now.
I don't know. She knows I'm a therapist yet. I don't know. But I'm going to see her in a couple days. So
God, I hope she's a listener.
I doubt it.
I think that would be a fun wrinkle.
Okay, last thing. Family was over, like I was saying, for dinner, and my dad was talking about family members, and he started talking about his Aunt Benny, and apparently I'm like Aunt Benny, and I never met Aunt Benny, but
Aunt Benny, Benny, okay.
Benny, like Benny Blanco.
Of course. That's what I was thinking, yes.
And all my dad could say, and I was like, well, how? And he was like, well, she was a real character.
he means loud and funny. That's what he was saying. He said you're loud and funny.
Yeah.
There's a real character. You don't, like, it's a real neutral, you know what I mean? That could go either way.
Oh,
someone calls you a
he left himself room. He left himself room to work with that one.
Yeah.
No, I think that's the ultimate. You want to be called like Aunt Benny. You want to be a character. What's everyone? Look, we can find 1,000 boring people, but when you come across an Aunt Benny, you like to keep them in your circle.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
There's criminally insane Aunt Bennies, and then there's just regular Aunt Bennies.
Isn't that a fun name though? Benny?
Aunt Benny? Yeah.
So good.
I'd be like Uncle Judy or something. Yeah.
That's why I want to be Fanny. Like, if Juliet has kids, I want, instead of grandma, I want to be called Fanny for some reason.
Fanny Kate?
Isn't that a vagina in British slang?
It is.
It is.
Okay. All right.
But we live in North America.
North America.
What if Juliet meets her life partner and they're from London? And then she has to introduce us to my mother, Fanny.
Well, I'll change it then, and I'll be like Grandma Bobo or something. Like,
listen, Grandma Bobo is a character. That's gonna.
And then 70 years from now, Jules will be like, "You remind me of my Grandma Bobo. You're a real character."
But think of what grandma's names are. So I had an Aunt Momo, or I had a great grandma Momo. Juliet has a Zaza and a Nana. Like, why can't I be Bobo?
I had an Uncle Momo.
You had a Momo?
Yeah, Morley. Uncle Morley's, we call him Momo.
Oh, this is my great grandma.
I don't have any Momos. I have a Mo. Sometimes we call Maureen Mo sometimes.
That's nice.
And then my grandpa was Pop, so my dad is Pop Pop, which means someone has to be Pop Pop Pop.
Nick's gonna be Pop Pop Pop.
Anyway, so that's what's been happening.
That was just delightful.
What happened?
And that's what happened.
That's what happened.
That was a delightful little segment, Kate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to open.
Great. You're off to a great start.
Yeah, that was enjoyable, family-oriented, fun time. I'm going to start my segment off with I made my first enemy in the new territory.
You're a block away from your house, right?
Yeah. very close.
Just to orient people.
Same street, couple houses down.
Just a couple houses down.
Well, see, there's the intersection of my old house was right at the intersection of the two streets. Now this new house is at the very end of the street. And so we're Southsiders now. We're down below. I said, we're from the South. And I've made my first enemy with the South. Don't like this guy. He has a German Shepherd. And he takes this German Shepherd off leash every day and goes by our house and does like their stupid little training routine that they do, where he makes dogs stay in one spot while he does like a lap around a building and comes back out and then says something. The dog runs to him.
Why is that stupid?
Because
he's jealous.
He's showing off. He's big dog and he's showing off.
No, I can't. I'm like
Brent's mad because he's got petulant dogs.
Mm-hmm. Because Brent has no discipline with his animals.
That's right. And you make the decision when you become an animal owner. Either I'm going to be this guy that controls my dog's every movement. My dog can't breathe or sniff without me giving the okay.
That's not how it works.
My segment. Or you let your animals just be part of the family. Sleep in the bed, eat what they want,
Why can't
dominate you?
Right.
And I
have extreme anxiety.
I've chosen the latter of the situation, and I accept that. And I don't like I don't like it. He puts his leash, the dog's leash, around his neck, and ties it off like a tie. And he walks. I
love this guy.
No, he walks like Vincent D'Onofrio from Men in Black because he has something wrong with his leg. And obviously, I can't make fun of that because I have something wrong with my leg now. And I'm sure I walk funny. He's probably
mocking you.
I mock him, and I hope he mocks me because when I see him, you know what I do? This is how petty I am. When I see him, I just did it this morning, actually. I saw him walking with his fucking fancy-ass German dog. First of all, German. Okay.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly. Listen, my ears perked up.
Yeah.
My ears perked up. I hear a German Shepherd. I start looking over my shoulder,
buddy,
looking for a bush to hide in.
Yeah, it's only been 70 years, but the statute of limitations hasn't set off on that one.
We remember.
Yeah, we remember. German, first of all. Who gets a German Shepherd anyway? So when he does his little tricks with the dog, listen, the dog's trained already. You don't have to keep doing it every day, twice a day. Anyway, I let my boys out on the back deck, which overlooks his little training area that he made up, which is public property, by the way. I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
You're allowed to.
My dogs bark at this dog to try to distract it.
What good is a trained dog, if he can't handle a couple of barks from a couple of rowdy boys?
True. Very true.
Rowdy boys are making me proud.
Pay you. He should pay you to help with the training.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you should get the dogs doing like Super Dave stuff, like getting them going through like down a slide through a hoop and stuff, training them to do fun stuff instead of German Shepherd stuff so that they're jealous.
Yeah, maybe I'll just train my dog instead of being disciplined. Let us do cool stuff. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So my dogs bark at this German Shepherd. Well, at the German Shepherd, and I can see the German Shepherd looking over at my dogs like, oh, that looks so much fun. That looks like fucking a good time. Just on the deck, shitting and pissing, barking, doing whatever you want. And I watched that guy, the owner of the dog, from the window overlooking my kitchen sink. And I get to watch his reactions. And he keeps looking up at the dogs. And it's just a big Mexican standoff. And I love it.
That stresses me out so bad. That whole situation is so stressful to me.
Whereas I look forward to it every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your nervous system. Whew.
Oh, it's working overtime. It's working overtime.
I can't imagine.
I did that. I had guys over to fix the furnace. Listen, buying a house is bullshit because they get an inspector in, and the inspector goes through your house with a fine-tooth comb, and then you get defensive over what the inspector says. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened to me this week. I was just super defensive of this guy. Even my realtor said this guy is just like, he picks apart everything.
Mm-hmm. You took it personally?
I did. It's like, hey, you're a shitty homeowner because this is what's wrong with your house. So he said my furnace didn't work. I'm like, yeah, I lived in a fucking house with no furnace there, dick knob. I said, did you turn it on? Because it was off. Anyway, they turned it on, and he's like, oh, it's leaking. I'm like, okay. So I called in the professionals. I had professionals in yesterday, as you guys know. Nothing wrong. Wasn't leaking at all. They said when you shut a sectional burner off, it gets cold, and when it heats back up again, The pipes contract, and that's where water seeps out, but it's not a leak. So you best believe I made a phone call. They did change the zone valve that was broken. So, all right. So the inspection was good for something. So we got that. But he said the top of one of the closets, the springy thing that goes in the top of the track.
To close the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that was cracked.
What?
Yeah. He was inspecting that house.
Show me a house where it's not.
Yep.
And then he said one of the boards in the hallway looks like the result of general wear and tear. Yeah, no shit. We live in it.
It's a 40-year-old house.
Yeah. And so that stressed me out. I would like to get my hands on this guy, but the house is sold. Closing day 2 weeks away. Thank God it's almost over.
Woo!
I also hosted Easter dinner. I sent a picture of my turkey into our group so you guys can gaze. Yeah, it was a good bird.
I don't even think I got that. I don't even think I got that picture.
I just sent it.
Oh, okay.
Kate brought up the ham, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I did that too." And I had everyone over, and Melissa made a Swedish Easter tree.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'll send a picture of it. She also made place settings with individual chocolate cups for people. We went fancy.
Aww.
Yeah, we went super fancy. Turkey was delicious. But here's the thing that people that are listening that go to other people's houses for meals. If your parents or mother, father, or aunt, uncle, sister, brother, whatever, made you turkey dinner or ham or any kind of large meal, you have to call them right now and thank them because it is a ton of work. And I was put out of commission for 2 days from it. So call.
Hosting is work. It's a lot of work. It's very stressful.
Yeah, but I enjoy it. And the last thing I want to talk about is your boy was social and he went to a golf simulator on Friday night.
You left the house.
I did. I agreed to go earlier in the week. And then I backed out the morning of. And then my friends did the smart thing by every 20 minutes, they would message me and say, I'm picking up at this time. And I'm like, no. And then I cracked and I went. And I'm so glad I went. I love golf simulators. I'm a golf simulator guy. We played a course on Hawaii. Don't be laughing. Played a course in Hawaii.
Who'd you go with?
Three of my best friends.
Was it Kapalua?
No, it wasn't Kapalua. It was McKenna. And I had
Why didn't you want to go?
Because I knew I was going to be sore if I went.
Even if you don't, can't you just go and hang out? Drink a beer?
Oh, that would be horrible.
I mean, you got to rip it.
You got to rip it. You got to grip it if I'm there. What's the point?
Then you drink a beer.
Rip and rip.
No, no. I think I shot 114.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad for a guy that golfs every 3 years. I finished wasn't that? It was like 12 to 15 strokes. I finished at last. But I wasn't last after the first couple holes. I want to give a shout out to my friend Steve that goes, he has the ultimate mental game when he loses it. It's the funniest thing ever. At one point I looked at him after one of his drives and I looked at him and he was leaning against the wall with his head against the wall like this, just staring at the ground.
There is something extra funny about golf disappointment.
People get so in their feelings about it.
Oh yeah.
He would get underneath a drive, it would go straight up in the air and it would only go 160 yards and he would yell out, yeah, nice 7-iron there, Steve. And he used his driver. It was very funny.
That's good stuff.
I think it's hard. I think that the golf simulator is harder than real golf.
In some ways.
I caught him doing drills.
Personally, for me, I can't get it. I can't understand how hard I'm supposed to hit. Does that make sense? I get real messed up because it's a computer and not the real world.
At one point, he was doing a drill, drills to help his swing. He was just talking to himself over, saying, why does this happen every time? And and I love it. It's my favorite thing. It's so predictable. It happens every time we do it. It's my favorite thing. Shout out to his weak mind.
Shout out to his weak mind.
And now on that, I think it's time for the weekly report.
Is it time for the weekly report?
Are we not
It is,
getting
man.
any CBE?
Oh, I finished the complete works. Oh, I did have a take on that. I did finish the complete works of the Old Testament, which was a struggle, but yeah, I think that that's well deserved to get through that. It's a lot of backstory for the New Testament, I feel like.
A lot of lore.
And I do have a take on the Bible that maybe, what if the Bible was just like someone discovered the Lord of the Rings by Tolkien?
This will happen. Like, this literally will happen in 500 years. There will be something like a Harry Potter religion or something like that, because they'll that's just how history works. We only remember 8 guys from the last 2,000 years. You know, it gets flattened.
I feel like this guy could have just wrote a really good script for a story and just put it away and forgot about it and died. And then someone found it and it's like, oh, well, maybe this is probably how we all started. And like, what happens if they had found a script for Transformers instead of the Bible? And they think,
it would make a lot of sense.
We all come from Autobots.
Yeah.
So that's my take on the New Testament, or on the Old Testament.
It's a good take.
Will you start the New Testament?
I already did. And like I said, Jesus it's not looking good for Joseph.
Matthew.
I'm going to be,
You're reading Matthew?
I'm going to make fun of Joseph a lot. Big time cuck. What was the word we used? What's the word that made everybody uncomfortable?
A simp cuck.
Simp cuck, yeah.
Simp
big
cuck.
time. Yeah, he was the original OG simp cuck. Big simp cuck behavior. Mary was just fucking big dogging him left and right. Okay.
Yeah.
Weekly report.
I mean, Mary's a much bigger dog than Joseph. They don't, like, you go to Brazil, the way they treat Mary there, she's like Lady Gaga in Brazil. Joseph doesn't even doesn't even chart.
All the little monsters, the Mary monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made a fool of him in front of his buddies. And he's just that one guy that his girlfriend cheats on him every weekend, that she goes away with her friends. And all his friends are like, man, you got to get rid of her. And he's like, no, this is, I want this to happen. It's good that it happened.
Well, he was right. He's going to get good treatment in heaven he's the dad that stepped up, and Jesus will remember that when he gets to heaven.
He's not
That's it. That's a t-shirt that they sell. It says, I'm not a stepdad. I'm the dad that stepped up.
That's Joseph.
That
reminds me, give a big special happy birthday to Jeremy. Turn the big 19. He's legal tomorrow.
Woo!
He's allowed to go to bars tomorrow.
You could drink at 19?
Mm-hmm.
You can drink at 18 in Alberta.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we get started. We get started quick out here.
Damn.
So he's going out tomorrow night.
Are you going with him?
I'll go for supper with him, but he's going out with his buddy at 9:00. They're going to go somewhere themselves.
What a special guy. What a lucky guy.
Boy.
He is a
I
special
remember
boy.
when he was a little boy, elementary school
I remember
boy.
when he liked, I remember you talking about how much he liked the movie Sing. Remember that?
Yeah.
Or like we watched maybe it was like I talked about Willy Wonka, and then you guys watched Willy Wonka for the first time, and he really liked that because he was just a little kid.
Yeah.
Just a little guy.
Now he's he's going to be going to fucking bars hopping tomorrow.
Now he's the man of the house.
Oh.
No, not yet.
He's on his way.
He is cool. Yeah, he's cool.
on his way. Speaking of...
No. That's not what we do.
Nope.
Just Nate, how about the weekly report, bud?
Let's do the weekly report.
I can't do it.
Well, it's been 140 some episodes. I mean, this is seamless.
Weekly report.
I apologize to anyone who's listening because they are continuing to build the house next to where I record this in the garage. So you might hear some banging and some clanging, some compressors, some saws.
Go take a picture with it.
They're already up to the second floor. They've dug this hole like 3 weeks ago, and now their house is already at the second floor. They're doing it quick.
I second Brent's suggestion.
Which is?
You have to take a picture in there. You have to go and touch something and take a picture.
Put my foot on it.
Put your foot on a large machine and says, view from the office today. Captures it at that.
Should I put on my work boots too?
Whatever you want to do. It's up to you're holding the brush.
In any circumstance, I just want you to do it.
There's not an opportunity that I don't do it when I see machinery. If I see machinery,
they got a big guy out there. They got the genie out there today because they're lifting stuff up to the second floor.
There's a genie?
That's what they call it.
Forklift? Like a big forklift? Or I guess it's not a
giant. It is kind of like a forklift. Like it has forks on the front, but it's like tall enough that you could fork something up to like the third story of a building.
Imagine if you're a giant. Okay, so you're a giant and you get older. So you're like an old giant and you're like getting disabled because you're just like old and like you need help eating. So like you would have to use a forklift to help you eat.
Well, of course.
Yeah, cherry picker.
For an elderly giant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There should be a TV show.
A bale of hay in his mouth.
Called The Elderly Giant. And it's just him complaining about stuff.
Sounds like we're going to write our second script.
Yeah,
The Elderly Giant. Okay, where should I start? I've got lots of stuff this week. Let's start with the easy stuff. I've been drawing a lot of whales this week. I have a artistic idea, but I need to practice quite a bit. So I've been drawing a lot of different kinds of whales. Drawing a whale's tail is very hard. That's what I'm learning. Drawing a whale tail is. I had to do a few different tails before I got it looking whaley. I'll tell you that much.
What kind of whale? Is this a realistic whale? Is this more cartoonish?
Sperm,
it's definitely
killer.
more of a. It's definitely a sperm whale, and it's definitely more of a cartoonish whale.
Okay.
It's more of a 2-dimensional whale. I haven't added, but here. I don't know if I should say this out loud because it's such a good idea. Someone's going to steal it, and I don't know how fast I'll do it. I'm going to make a painting where. And then you can see the whales, and it's going to be called The Whale That Was.
I love it.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Amazing.
Drawing a lot of whales. Hitting Drax and keeping it loose. Hitting a lot of Draculas this week. I saw a post of someone talking about Meghan Trainor's new music video where she's dancing, and the comment was just light as a feather, stiff as a board. And it shook me to my core. It shook me to my absolute core. I'm like, I cannot be stiff.
You
I'm
felt
like,
attacked.
I'm like never going to be accused of being stiff in my dancing. I'd rather die.
Yeah.
I'd rather die. So I've been doing a lot of just loosening those shoulders, loosening those hips. Sometimes I just like go for like 30 seconds, like just trying to
jiggle it out.
Just trying to jiggle it out.
Shimmy.
Just trying to. Exactly.
So are they saying Meghan Trainor is stiff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because she lost quite a bit of weight, so it was a really good own because they said light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
She's a first.
That is one of the most devastating owns I've ever heard in my life.
We're putting Meghan Trainor on blast.
I've been working out so much. This last month is probably the most I've ever worked out in a month in my entire life. Like I am on a tear. I'm doing so good. I'm loving it. Getting super strong. I'm holding my muscles up in the mirror like this when I get out of the shower and being like, oh,
little giants. Nice.
Look at those big muscles you got going here. And you know what? I think it's worked because this week they're going to start calling me Mr. Compliments based on how many compliments I got this week. Monica twice told me that my skin was glowing.
Ooh, dewy.
Said your skin is glowing.
I noticed that when we got online. I thought you looked good. I thought your skin looked good.
And then a lady outside of the gas station said that I had beautiful eyes that are blue like the ocean.
Oh my God.
What were they called? What was the
azure pools?
Pools.
They've been called azure pools before, but this was beautiful, beautiful eyes that are as blue as the ocean.
If anybody wonders why I have a complex, it's because Kate literally just said, I was going to compliment you on your skin, Nate. And last week she told me I need to see the sun.
You have terrible lighting, Brent, in general.
It's blown out. It's
okay. Next week, you're going to see something.
Some lamps?
You're not going to be able to get through the episode. You guys are going to be so turned on by me.
I didn't say I was turned on by Nate.
I didn't say you were either. I'm just saying you're going to be turned on
saying
by
that's
me.
how good the lighting is going to be.
The lighting is going to be
like that
good.
French talk show.
Yeah.
Better pluck your eyebrows.
That's not a free avenue to insult me.
Get his ass.
I don't think you should, but I can't tell because your lighting is poor. But if you have good lighting, I'll be able to see if you need to pluck your eyebrows.
Oh, I will be wearing
preemptively
my most medium t-shirt. My most medium t-shirt next
week. Let's all wear tight shirts next week.
Okay, tight shirt next week.
Okay. Everybody, next week is Tight Shirt Week on the North American Friends Movie Club podcast.
We should have a movie and a clothing category.
Yeah. Oh, let's start doing costumes. It's Vampire Week here.
That's right. Sorry.
And then my final note is like I have to admit to something. What do you call that? I have to make a confession.
Ooh.
I'm back to drinking a lot of milk every week, and the world tries to tell you that you're not supposed to drink milk. I've been drinking 4 liters of milk per week, and I have never felt better.
Yeah,
that is boy. Why you look so good.
I don't know why I let the world convince me that milk was bad. I just accepted it. No. Everyone's like, "Don't drink milk. Don't drink milk. It's so bad for you." I'm like, "Okay, I guess we don't drink milk anymore." And then I can't lose my gains. I need protein. I got to get protein in me. And it's just like, you just drink it and it's full of protein and vitamins and minerals.
And it's delicious.
And it's good.
Do you drink cow's milk?
Yeah, cow's milk. 1% cow's milk.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, I'm never going back. I'm back on the milk and I'm staying here. And I don't care who knows it. I don't care who knows it.
I feel like we're siblings. I feel like you're a cousin or a real brother because milk, man.
Here's how I know I'm going to be friends with Nate forever, because when it's time to talk about ourselves, he sandwiched working out the most he's ever in his life in between I'm back on the milk and I've been drawing a lot of whales.
Yeah.
He felt the whales was the most important thing he had to talk about. Then fitness, and then end it with I'm back on the milk. That's how I know we're going to be friends forever.
And a friend's a friend forever if the Lord's the Lord of them. And a friend will not say never, 'cause the welcome will not end. Though it's hard to let you go, in the Father's name we grow. 'Cause a lifetime's not too long to live. A lifetime? Okay. 'Cause a lifetime's not too long to live as friends.
Beautiful.
Kate, you had the tenor of a 90s Disney female lead, and it touched my heart.
It reminded me of Bambi's mother singing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like there was a Disney quality to that voice that
I pictured Bambi's mother looking out over a pasture, and Bambi was playing with a fox in the pasture, and Bambi's mother was singing about it. That's what it reminded me of.
That is a Christian worship song that I sang in high school when I was the lead singer of our church's worship band.
I'm not surprised you were the lead singer.
What was the name of the band?
I think it was either Dog or Fog. And it was it was Fog, Friends of God or something. I didn't make it up.
Yeah, that's how Foghat got his name.
I was just the singer.
You were just the star.
I was just the star. And my boyfriend, Richie, played the bass, and we would come hungover and lead worship at the church.
I thought you were going to say his last name too. Like, no, please don't.
Great.
Richie Sambora.
That's the weekly report. That's everything. That's all I got to say.
I just think these have been great, great weekly reports. There's been no mysteries, unlike the movie we watched. It's
really good.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't know we're stealing my bits. Okay.
She did it.
All right.
She big dogged you, bud.
So I would love for Nate to tell us the movie. Or Brent. Whose movie is it?
It was Brent's movie this week.
Movie.
Yeah, I'm a part of this podcast too. It was my movie on Nate's month. Yeah, Nate's month, secret month. And my movie I picked was Shutter Island. So Kate, my favorite part of the show, can you tell everybody what Shutter Island's about?
Yes. I'll try my best. Okay, so Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Ruffalo are marshals, and they get a call that there's a missing woman on an island in which the criminally insane are housed. And so they go there and they're trying to find this missing woman, and they realize that there's some suspect stuff going on. And come to find out that Leonardo DiCaprio is crazy. The end.
Ooh.
I'm going to stop while I'm ahead and bring us all in to explain the plot.
Okay. Oh.
What did she miss? What else happens other than
He's a U.S. Marshal brought to investigate the disappearance of a Rachel Solando patient who was escaped. She was patient number 66, and they discover that there's issues with that. Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't really believe that anybody's telling him the truth. No one's, answering his questions. Everything seems off, and this goes on for 2 hours, and then he finally gets up in a lighthouse, and in the lighthouse he's confronted by the head guy, and he's like, hey, you're actually patient number 67. The guy you're looking for is yourself. You're Andrew Lattis. You're a killer. You're a bad guy. You keep on saying you're not a bad guy. You created this whole facade, and we're trying to get you out of it, or we're going to stick a ice pick in your brain and lobotomize you. And then the secret of all secrets is revealed when it turns out their experiment worked. They did manage him to get accept reality and that he is a murderer, and his kids and his wife are dead, and he sneakily pretends like it didn't, and that ends in his lobotomization.
I think so.
I mean, we're meant to assume that he'll be lobotomized.
Yeah, his famous
He's not
last
even
line.
that bad of a killer.
No, I would say, I was surprised that they sent him to such a serious place, because he did kill his wife, but it was only after she drowned their 3 children. And I feel like, obviously not ideal, obviously not what we're going for. But as far as criminally insane goes, we've heard some crazier stories than that. It's no Hannibal Lecter here.
Feels reasonable. It could be I don't know. Yeah.
Well, let's not fucking give all the goods out during the opening act. Let's talk about our favorite parts, I think.
Let's talk about our favorite part.
Yeah. You're taking the bottoms before the top off. What's going on? All right. Great opening scenes in this movie. On a boat. Old-timey 1950s fashion on a boat. Choppy island stuff.
Right up my alley.
Are you being sarcastic?
Brent, I am always dressed.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Marine life.
Yeah, you are a mariner. Yeah, you're right.
That's my delusion when I go crazy, is that I am an actual boat captain.
This is one of the very few movies in the whole world where you should sit in the theater. If you went to the theater to watch it, you watch it. You find out the ending, and then you have to watch it again before you're allowed to leave.
It is super interesting to watch it the second time once you know the story, because I had only seen this movie once.
Mm-hmm.
But what's so interesting is how everybody is looking at each other during it, when he's interviewing the patients, and they're all looking over to Mark Ruffalo, what the fuck are we doing here, bud? It's subtle enough that, of course, maybe really eagle-eyed people would pick it up, but you don't pick it up at all the first time. But then the second time is so obvious. It's so obvious once you know the secret.
What I noticed the second time, so I read the book, and then I had seen this at least once prior to this. And so his real deceased, it's kind of confusing also.
Mm-hmm.
You got to really keep track of shit. So his actual real life wife is Dolores Channel. Mm-hmm. And we see her as a delusion speaking to him throughout the movie. And she is played by, what is her name?
Michelle Williams?
Michelle Williams. Okay. Everything that delusion tells him is reality. So she is explaining to him. Anyway, that was fascinating to catch the second time around, because you're not sure. That's the thing that's so interesting about this movie, I think, is that like you really don't know what's real. The first time I read this book, I did not see this coming at all. Like this blew my mind the first time this secret was revealed.
Yeah. It was one of those things that I always remember my reaction to.
I think the most clever part of it to me is when he meets that lady in the cave, and he has that conversation in the cave, because that makes his story true.
And
like everything that's gone on.
Is that a hallucination? That's a hallucination.
What I think they're suggesting. Okay. Totally hallucinated the whole thing.
Well, he makes up. Yeah, she's Dr. Rachel Solando.
It throws you off the scent so much because they're like, wait, there is a conspiracy here. They are doing these things. He is on the trail towards something, but it's like, oh no, it's just totally made up in his own mind to justify it. But that to me was like the smartest, most tricky part of it to keep you off the scent of what's actually going on.
Well, there's two lines of thinking with this movie. There's people that I'm a prescriber to the fact that he was a patient there, and they did try to do this experiment, a role play for him. That's how I've lived. But there's the other people that think that he is actually a U.S. Marshal, and they are covering up their sinister stuff they do there, and they brainwash him into thinking
those people believe in QAnon too.
Yeah, all right,
I guarantee.
So
they probably believe in Illuminati.
No,
they think
the reality is this guy witnessed First of all, this is a man who has abused alcohol for decades after witnessing terrible war crimes. He was one of the first people to be in Dachau. So he sees all of these dead people, comes back to America, drinks himself silly, ignores or is not aware that his wife has severe postpartum depression. She tries to set their apartment on fire, which moves them to out by the lake, which is their cabin house. And he's busy drinking and traveling, making money, because that's what you do as a man. And then he comes home and she's drowned all their children. And he doesn't know what the fuck to do, but he has been in war. And so he fucking kills her. Like, that was
an intense scene. That was a very intense scene. When
he shoots her?
When she's like, we'll dress them up.
Let me free. Let me be free. That is the best. I think that's the best. That is what it's like to have postpartum depression. Like you're on Earth. You can talk to people, but you're not here. You're in a different reality. That's what mental illness is. Sorry.
And how she's like, there's like a bug in my brain or something. It's like she can feel it crawling across her skull.
Yes.
And that Dachau scene was intense when they like shoot all the Nazi guards and it just keeps going. It was like the first 5 seconds you're like, yeah, killing a lot of guards. And then the next 5 seconds you're like, a lot of Nazi guards. And then it's like 28 seconds of like a dolly shot. You're like, wow.
A lot of squibs.
Yeah, that would traumatize you for sure.
A lot of squib work on that one. Squib guy.
So many squibs, dude. Like 30 seconds.
Like, oh, come on, Marty, really?
Might have been a
lot of squibs.
Might have been the record.
It's like, oh, Marty, you're killing me here. It's like,
the line producer's like, God, again.
There's a lot of squibs. So the squib guy and the dollar guy are like, oh, fuck, Jesus.
Down at the squib store, they're like, we got a giant order. They look at each other like, Marty again? Like, yeah, it's Marty.
Like, do
you guys think this looks different than his other movies?
100%.
To me, this looks different.
100%.
Somehow.
Yeah,
it looks more like dark and gritty than like even like Goodfellas is shiny. Everything in it is shiny until the very end, and then it changes. But this one's like,
there's dark. Everything's
cloudy.
Everything's doom and gloom except for like before you realize that his real life wife was crazy. The two things that, like I said, you have to watch this movie twice to see all the little things that you miss about the role play. Like when you first watch the first time, you see that when he first arrives to the island and he's walking up through the garden, and that lady with the bad hair and bad teeth, the old lady, goes shush to him. And you think that's like, meant to be like scary. But then you realize the second time you watch that she's just doing that because she was told to be quiet about it. Don't mention it. And she's like, going, shh.
That's a good point, Brent.
That's really good, Brent. That's really good.
I hadn't thought about that. See, you're very smart, Brent.
Listen, I've never been smarter. Like I said before, I'm reading a book now.
He's reading.
I'm reading a book about that.
I'm drinking milk. Brent's reading. We are such good boys right now. We're such good little men.
Great. I'm always reading. I'm always trying to be smart. God,
well,
I try so hard.
You are the educated person on this show.
I had to move on to another religious thriller, but I went down a rabbit hole, and now I'm end up reading a book about vampires. So that's natural. Yep. I think it's a natural transition.
As real as the Bible.
Yep, the path leads there. Crosswork, lots of crosswork.
We'll see tons of crosswork. Oh, now, and I did see a fight, an argument online about since it was Holy Week last week and Easter and crucifixion, the difference between a cross and the crucifix is like when God is not on the cross, it's a cross. Or not God, Jesus, but when Jesus is on the cross, it's a crucifix. And they're like, how do you not know that? It's the most used symbol in Christianity. I'm like, no, it's not. Halos is, you fucking idiot.
Idiot. Dumbass.
And I did
what I'm talking about.
It took.
He thought it was crosses.
Yeah, fucking crosses.
Oh, you know what? Oh, you were talked about at our house, at my house for Easter.
Yes.
And it was because you pronounced it job. And we had to explain that it was because of how AI was pronouncing it.
Oh, I thought you guys were going to say, someone was going to say, yeah, he's right.
No, nobody backed you up. Not a single person at Easter had you back.
I thought Bob DeLaw was going to come and pull that one out of the fire and say, well, that's how it is pronounced, job.
Historically speaking.
Oh, that would have been so fucking sweet. Okay.
I have some notes. I actually wrote notes down, and I don't always do that.
That's good.
One of my notes is he drinks a lot. He was drinking a lot, and that isn't good if you want to be sane. That's correct. If you're worried about what's going right and wrong,
it's crazy juice.
Your first step is to stop drinking.
Got to.
Those dead kids look heavy.
They were real kids.
He had to pick up all three waterlogged dead children.
I thought that too.
I don't know why he lined them up.
I was so dialed in on that scene because I'm like, these child actors, like, two of them had to stay face down. Like, they had to, like, really plan this thing out. And then I was imagining Marty coaching the kids. And he's like, we're just going to have fun, kids. Just pretend you're dead. It's going to be fine. You just go there. You try and stay as still as you can. Don't breathe too much.
Do you think I hope those weren't real children. Oh, that's terrible.
It had to be. Squib goes off in the background by mistake. Yeah. That was heavy. You're very right. And then, like, why do you line them up like that? Like, I wouldn't have lined them up. I would have put them in a better design.
In a triangle.
Yeah, something
Starfish. Fun. Hearts with their
I wonder
arms.
if he like put one down and she wasn't quite in line, and so he pulled on her legs to make the tops of the heads line up.
I would make them hold hands or something.
These are terrible, morbid jokes. I love them.
That's what you have to do to get through this.
Ugh.
Another part of the movie where you realize it's a role play and there was coached up is when Mr. Mark Ruffalo goes for his gun in his holster and he fumbles. He can't get it out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm like, wait, it's like, this is not a real cop. It's not a real cop.
And right after that, I noticed in the second watch, when the cops are like searching the beach, they're all so fucking annoyed that they have to do it.
Looking. They're just
because it's not real. It's all bullshit. They're all just being forced to do this for real.
Throwing rocks around, yeah.
And so when you watch it the first time, you're like, oh, they're just, lazy guards. They don't want to be doing it. But then the second time, you're like, oh no, they're annoyed because they're not looking for anybody. They just have to pretend, and they all think this is bullshit. Like, oh, that's really good.
One of the lines is, which would be worse, to live as a monster or to die as a good man? Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like,
I've been thinking about it since I saw it because I'm trying to figure out if what it means is like that he's. Part of me thinks that maybe, and I think this is just a maybe, he knows that he's lost his mind and he's deciding on purpose to admit to having lost his mind so that they lobotomize him, because then he'll be frozen as a good man.
Okay, and then that's why he walks himself out, because that's also what I noticed is that they didn't have to drag him to get the lobotomy. He walked himself over there.
So it's almost like he's saying, I want to be stuck in this delusion where I didn't kill my wife. I'd rather be that than the man who's sane but who killed his wife.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I've had this feeling about it.
He put himself on the stairs in front of Dr. Ben Kingsley and the other doctors. And then when Mark Ruffalo came down, he pretended to be Teddy again. So Mark Ruffalo would look at the other doctors and say, the role play didn't work. But then when he said, die a monster, or live a monster, die a good man, he's letting Mark Ruffalo know that, hey, your role play did work. And I just can't deal with what I did. And we're going to...
Wouldn't you get a lobotomy? I would want to get I don't want to remember that shit. I don't want to remember
if I did that shit.
World War II. I don't want to remember Dachau. I don't want to remember murder. That's not normal. That's not normal to experience that.
I don't know. I just make a run for it. Made me think of the movie Life when Cookie was getting released and he decided to run to the gun line. That's what I would have did. And that reminded me, we scored that unusually harsh. That was a good movie.
Life?
Yeah.
I think Life lost a lot of points because of the R. Kelly soundtrack, if I remember.
Yeah, it derailed it. It derailed it.
Took a couple off.
So he should have pulled a Cookie. He should have ran for the gun line, jumped off the cliffs, and fell to his death. Instead of, because he's still going to be alive, he's just going to be fucking in Ward C. Not good.
I also really thought in that scene that Ben Kingsley's acting was really good. When Mark Ruffalo shakes his head, the look on Ben Kingsley's face of just total sadness and defeat and it didn't work because so much is happening. He's accepting okay, so now we're just going to fucking lobotomize everyone at this prison, I guess. And I was it's just a look. He doesn't say any words, but you're that's good acting. That guy is good as fuck at acting.
What a set of Michelle Williams, the wife. What a set of teeth. She has my favorite set of teeth.
I didn't notice her teeth. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, well,
either.
She had some great teeth in that, and I don't know if it was just for that movie or some fucking what Marty did, but my God,
she definitely has the look of the 50s. She always looks at home in the 30s, 40s, 50s whenever they put her in these period movies.
Yeah, they're
very nice teeth.
I'm into that. Let's see that one little incisor there. Looks like a vampire. Yeah, that's what I'm into.
I got that too.
Yeah, just the one though. Just the one. Yeah, I like that. That gets the engine going.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
You know what? Express yourself.
Yeah,
baby.
Sorry, I don't mean to shame you.
Nothing wrong with being a freak. I have two more things I want to say. For some reason, I know you guys are going to get mad at me about this. I felt bad for you two watching this movie because you guys don't live on an island. I don't know, you guys probably can't relate.
Or do we live on the biggest island?
No, you don't. You guys couldn't relate to the storms and stuff that were happening. And
that's true.
The feeling of being isolated. I felt bad for you guys.
No, you're right.
You want us to feel scared and isolated? Then you
a little
feel
bit.
Bad?
Just that we're
missing out on all life's adventures.
When we watched The Thing, I was I can really relate to this snowy place. I really feel nestled into this film.
Yeah. I've had
Brent related to both.
Yeah, I've had situations where if the causeway gets washed out, we're stuck here, and I dodged a couple tree branches in my time.
For sure.
I've been trying to break into Ward C. Last thing I have to say is when you do watch this movie the second time, I don't know if it's going to be a universal feeling, but for me, I felt a ton of secondhand embarrassment for Teddy. He was so passionate about being a U.S. Marshal or pretending to do this fake thing.
He was really excited about being a U.S. Marshal.
I felt a secondhand embarrassment. Like, this is cringe. Like, ugh, you're not really a marshal.
I'd be horrified if you guys had been pretending to do a podcast with me this whole time, trying to get me to like admit to the podcast murders I did.
This thing's not even plugged in.
Yeah, like I'd be humiliated. Like
when he broke that toy gun, I felt so bad. I'm like, ugh, yeah,
bro,
it's a bad look.
Like, you didn't notice that it was like that? I don't know.
He says something interesting. He's like, and I know it's real because I can tell by the weight. It's like, that's how delusional he is. He's like imagining that there's bullets in this thing.
Yeah,
that's how
he says,
in deep he is.
This is my gun. It has a chunk out of it when Paul shot at me. And then he takes it and breaks it. I was like, ooh, it's a bad look. Ooh, secondhand embarrassment. Ooh. You guys want to do a quiz? Ooh.
The Shutter Island quiz?
Shutter Island 7. All right, so the very first U.S. Marshals, question number 1. The very first U.S. Marshals, there were 16 of them, and they were appointed by a president. Which president was it? John Quincy Adams, George Washington, Andrew Jackson, or MVB, Martin Van Buren? MVB.
That's funny.
Who goes first?
Nate's going first.
It's got a Jackson vibe to it. Jackson was kind of a renegade, kind of like.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, I'm going with Jackson.
You're going with Jackson, Kate?
Yeah, I am too.
You should have went with Washington.
Gone forever.
GW, the OG.
He's like, started that fast.
He's like, first day in office. He's like, I need 16 boys.
I thought it had to do with not liking Mexicans and Indians. And
sure, I'm sure that played a major role in it. But he said, I need 16 of your boys. You guys would be my U.S. Marshals. All right, question number 2. The little green cop car that the cops pick them up and drive them into the hospital in. Where was the spare tire located? Was it on the driver's side door, the hood, the trunk, or there was no spare tire? 8.
It was on the hood.
Driver's side door.
Very odd place to put a spare tire. That would be the driver's side door.
Yeah, they did all kinds of crazy shit with cars when they first came out. They hadn't quite sorted it out yet.
Like the first guy to make like a gull wing door. Like, what the fuck was that guy thinking? Yeah. So they were getting the rundown of when the missing patient, Rachel Solando, escaped. By the way, the actress that played Rachel Solando, she could bring home the bacon and fry it in the pan, as they say. Get it?
She's so funny on 30 Rock when she dates Jack Donaghy, and she has bird. Yeah, she's got bird bones. Careful my bones.
Careful my bones.
Yeah, that's how I describe to my doctors my foot. It feels like I have bird feet, hollow bones.
My bones. We say that next. You need to watch that episode.
No, I should. Why did I even say that?
I have hollow bones.
You see?
You're a little fairy of hollow bones.
When they were getting the rundown of when she escaped.
We got him. We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's a good bit. Saying, "Oh, I got hollow bones" is a good bit. It's good, and I can recognize that it's good. They were getting the rundown of when Rachel Solando escaped from her hotel, or not her hotel room, her jail room, or her patient room, whatever it is. What time did they say she escaped? 7 to 9, 8 to 10, 9 to 11, 10 to midnight.
8 to 10.
9 to 11.
Rachel Solando was a night owl. She escaped between 10 and midnight. Brent is up 2 to 1.
Gone forever.
A lot of smoking in this movie. One of those movies that if you're trying to quit, it's not good to watch. A lot of French inhaling. A lot of French inhaling by Leonardo DiCaprio.
I was working out while I watched it. I couldn't wait till I was done working out because I was going to light up a dart immediately.
I almost started smoking again just because of this movie.
funny.
A lot of French inhaling by Leonardo DiCaprio's character. I don't know if that was on purpose or what. But what was the original name for the French inhale? The nickname for the French inhale? All right. Was it the reverse waterfall, the schnoz, lip to beak, Capricorn?
I want it to be lip to beak.
I made up 3, and one's the real answer.
Well, Capricorn, lip to beak.
The reverse waterfall and the schnoz.
Okay, Britt has to hide his face because he literally, audience, he is hiding his face. He never does that.
I can't say them. Because I can't say them. That's all I'll give it away.
I'm choosing lip to beak. That has to, I don't know.
I'm going to choose Capricorn.
The one that I didn't make up was the schnoz.
Gone forever.
No way.
Really?
I was like, that's the first one. I was like, he made that up.
That's called the schnoz?
The French inhale is called the schnoz because it goes up your nose.
Well, French inhale sounds much sexier than schnoz.
Yeah, I'm glad they did that.
But let's give some love to Capricorn, the reverse waterfall, and lip to beak.
Reverse waterfall. I was like, it's too good. I'm like, he got over his skis. That's too good.
I don't even consider it the way you guys are. I need to be playing this game better.
I'm pretty sure you won the last 2 weeks, Kate.
The reason you thought the reverse waterfall was getting over my skis is because when you look up the French inhale, it's described as a reverse waterfall. So I'm like, I'll steal that. I'll make up lip to beak and Capricorn.
Waterfall?
It goes down. But this is like goes back up.
Reverse
imagine
waterfall.
If you turned a waterfall on backwards, what would happen?
So it's just when you blow smoke out of your nose, it's the waterfall.
No,
that's if you just blow it straight out. Yeah, we used to call that. To me, that's like a dragon move. But I could also it's a dragon waterfall.
Oh, that's a nice
maybe it
dragon
depends on how fast it's being pushed out. Slower is the waterfall, faster is the
Knights
dragon.
the round table. I love how this is slow and then this is fast.
No, slow is down, fast is out.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
Lip to beak rectus. They were talking about the hurricane, and if the buildings flooded, they wanted to manacle the patients to the floor. And Ben Kingsley said, how many would die if they did this? Was it 14, 16, 20, or 24?
24.
14.
He said if you manacle them, they'll have nowhere to go and 24 people will die.
I'm getting hosed.
You are getting hosed. You have 2 questions left to even just put a brave face on. Teddy kept on saying that Mark Ruffalo was from Seattle or Portland. I forget which one he kept on, but he messed them up a couple times. That made me think, what's the distance between Seattle and Portland by car? How long would it take you, basically? Closest to?
Seattle and Portland.
Yeah, if you're taking a car to Seattle, Portland, following all laws and speed limits, how long would it take you in a car?
I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so it's probably as far as I'm going to say 4 hours.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's 3.5 hour drive.
The winner by Price is Right. Well, you're both over, so we're not going Price is Right, but the closest was Nate. 2 hours and 45 minutes. Just a hop, skip, and jump.
Oh, way closer.
It's like Edmonton to Calgary.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you could listen to. Yeah,
it takes me 4 hours to get to St. Louis.
Well, you're in the Midwest. Everything's flat, goes on forever.
That's what she said.
That's what just flat goes on forever. That's right. It's like Michelle Williams' teeth. They filmed at a real life hospital in Massachusetts. What was the name of the hospital? Was it Medfield, Beacon Hill, Newton, or Brookline?
Newton.
Beacon.
Medfield.
Gone forever.
God
And
damn
that
it.
sums it up. I am your winner.
God damn.
B-R-E-N-T.
T.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
Underline.
Underline.
Back on the
Woo.
board.
You're
Queen
back.
is dead.
Yeah.
I want to point out that I will enthusiastically yell out Brent's name, but he does not enthusiastically spell out my name.
Not true. We can
I
both.
think he does. I'm going to back up. I've heard some enthusiastic K's
Okay,
and
well,
A's
maybe
and
it
T's
was
and
last
E's.
week. And I
Yeah, I
was
mean,
like,
there's definitely
Brent,
been a couple of low energy ones.
Last week I was so low energy. I was so tired and
I
exhausted.
know, we could hear. I'm so glad
Yeah.
you're feeling a
Moving.
little better.
All the moving. Yeah. Now I'm getting back to I'm 92% Brent again.
Did you drop any bags? Did you get any bags from your house?
No. Oh, I did have a tea, but it wasn't a bag. It was Keurig tea.
Hey, but still.
Keurig tea.
Yeah. Still,
That's still
it
the
still has
wisdom
the
of the
ancient
East.
wisdom of the East. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The East.
Well, I give you a gold medal for your quiz. Brent, would you like to give this movie some medals?
Oh, yeah. I got lots of medals to give out for this baby.
Me too. Okay, I think Leonardo DiCaprio is slightly overrated, and so I give him my bronze. Thank you for being here. But he's fine. I don't know. I
He's
don't
very
like him.
specific.
Yeah.
He's very specific thing.
I get
I've liked him a lot in some things and not so much in other things, I think. But he's very emotive.
yeah.
I don't know.
He's acting. Yes, he is
he's
acting.
acting.
I think he's good. But you know what? It was just a secondhand embarrassment in this thing that I can't give him a medal. It's not his fault. That's just a society rule. Mine is going to go to Emily Mortimer, who played Rachel Solando. She had to have the blood and stuff on her.
Oh,
And yeah, I think she just did great.
yes.
Yeah, I think she was really good. And I think I will give it to Emily Mortimer as well. Bart Bones. Hollow Bones. She's also good
Hollow
on
Bones.
Newsroom.
Careful, my
Which
bones.
I kind of like the show, The Newsroom,
I
even though
love
it's like
that show.
it's like very boomery, but it's like that's like
it's good.
the one area where me and the boomers overlap is in
The
that
Venn
like
diagram.
hope core. Like if someone just says the right thing,
That's right.
then everything will be okay. Like,
Democracy is real.
yeah, like it's a good country and a good world. Like,
Exactly.
it gets me. They get me sometimes. Silver medals.
I really like Max von Snowden, the German doctor. Last
Max von Sydow.
Thank you. And we see very little of him, but he's very good at what he does.
Mhm. Yeah, he's a great actor.
I'm going silver medal. Michelle Williams played Dolores Channel. Great teeth. Great just portrayal of a tired mom. She's tired. She's had enough. Time to put the kids to bed.
It's true. And she does.
True.
She does.
She does. The eternal bed.
R.I.B. Rest in bed.
Yep. That's right. MVB, Martin Van Buren.
That
What
was
say you,
the
Kate?
funniest thing. My gold medal goes to Mark Ruffalo, of course.
Oh wait, did you do silver?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't do silver, Nate.
Oh, you did Max von Sydow. I'm giving mine to Ruff. I'm giving my silver medal to Rough Stuff, Marcus Ruffalo. I'm like
I hope they call him
wouldn't
that.
say him.
I hope
Yeah, I
his
hope
friends
so,
call
too.
him.
Rough
little
stuff.
Marky Rough Stuff.
Yeah.
I would say I'm like lukewarm on a Ruffalo. I've never like not liked him, but I've never been like, oh wow, what an incredible performance. Like he's good in Spotlight, but he kind of just is like, I don't know. He just always seems confused in every movie that he's in.
Yeah.
But I thought in this movie he does a really good job, and he seems worthy of trust. So I understand why Leo trusts him in this movie. So yeah, I'll give him my silver.
Yes, and he gets my gold medal. He's believable in that role. I think it was well cast, and I like he has this like energy of being soft but like so serious. Like he can toe this line that I think is unique to him. And so he gets my gold.
I think that's a good observation, that he's soft, but he has that, like, he could get crazy.
Yeah.
Not a Ruffalo guy. His name reminds me of too many things, like Ruffles chips, buffalo sauce, stuff like that. Unfortunately, he's too handsome to play a U.S. Marshal and or a psychiatrist. Wasn't believable. Can't give it to him. But this is not the hate on Mark Ruffalo medal. This is the best gold medal. It goes to Sir Ben Kingsley, who played Dr. John Crowley. Masterclass role play artist.
Oh, yes.
Masterclass. Likes his little smokes in his drinks. He found the role play quite amusing when him and Max von Sydow were having their drinks with the fire.
Mm-hmm. I'm giving him my gold medal as well. Mr. Ben Kingsley, Sir Ben Kingsley, Sir Benjamin Kingsley, just a really good actor. And let's throw a word around here. Gravitas. Ooh. Are we getting some gravitas from the man himself, Ben Kingsley? Like, it's a royal performance for Kingsley. Gold medal.
His real name is Krishna Banji.
I understand why he changed it based on how Kate pronounced it.
Did you know that what you called in this movie too? The guy that played George Noyce, Jackie Earl Haley, the guy that played George Noyce, he was in the Bad News Bears. He was their pitcher that was the rebellious.
He was good. And another previous film star, Ted Levine, plays the lawyer or the warden. Yeah,
he has
one great scene. That scene where he's driving with Leo and he's like, me and you are both violent. Like, violence is the world.
Ruffalo Bill.
Great in that scene.
You get my joke? Ruffalo Bill.
Bill.
Very good, Brent.
John Carroll Lynch was in it. He played a murderer in American Horror Story, was it? Maybe. Yeah, American Horror Story. He was the killer clown guy.
Oh, and is he Drew Carey's brother in the Drew Carey show?
That's right.
That brings me back. That really brings me back. Well, I give us all
Cleveland Rocks.
I liked that show a lot when I was younger. I watched it a lot.
Ohio.
Well, I give you both 10 out of 10 for your excellent medals. Would you guys like to give this movie a rating?
That's right.
Absolutely.
More like Shutter Island. This thing was so spooky, right, guys?
Oh, Shutter with D's.
With D's. Well, the script for this film, and if you got to think about it the first time, you know, it's hard to remember, but think how surprised your ass was. What do you guys give the script for this movie?
It can get a little confusing, but I think you were more confused the second time you watched it than you were the first time. And I know they struggled with the filming of this because they didn't want it. I forget why they struggled. But anyway, I give it a 10. I love it.
I'm giving it a 9. It was, there was something about the pacing. It was kind of confusing.
It's too long. A little too long. I'm going to go with you that it's at about the hour mark. I looked at how much was left and I was like, a whole other hour and 15 minutes. I don't know about that. Because I feel like we should be starting to wrap this
2 hours and 20 minutes?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like at the hour mark, I was like, really? Another? Yeah. We're doing that whole thing again plus a bit more? Like, I don't know about that. Yeah, I'll give it a 9, though, because it was quite surprising and it's quite fun. And it was fun to watch it a second time, too. I did enjoy it, so that's a good points for it. The art direction for this movie, the sets, the props, the costumes.
Everything looked
dull.
Yeah, it just
I didn't like
look
it.
grim and cold and
Gray,
and.
But I did love their white. I did like
Mhm.
how their white uniforms got dirty. I'm going to give it an 8.
They had good blood work, a lot of good blood. I give it an 8 as well.
I'm going to go an extra 0.5 for that squib work. I'm going 8.5 for the
Great
Nazi
squib
squib
work.
work. Great Nazi squib work. And you know, the Nazi extras, they were doing a lot of different kinds of death. It wasn't just like 100 guys going like, there was guys like spinning and like being very dramatic about it. I like that.
Good dead kids too. The
Yeah,
kids
I was
very
just
good
thinking that too. I didn't want to say it though.
Good, great dead kid work.
The music for this movie, pretty spooky, and to try to get ahead of editing the podcast this week, I listened to some of the music to make some music for our show. And so I think I was noticing it even more during the movie, like, oh, that's the part of the movie where they're playing that song. So I think I'm a little bit biased, but it's really intense. So I'm going to go 8. I'm going to go straight 8. Straight 8.
Yeah, not a banger to be found. She Blinded Him with Science by Thomas Dolby could have been played here.
Sure.
Monster Mash would have been a welcome addition at any point. Not a banger, a big whiff. 8.
I'm noted because there was no music for a minute. Like there were long periods where there was no music, and then it would be like low percussion. Like it would just be very like bare. Like yes, there's nothing. I don't know. Like whatever. 7.
This is a neo-noir psychological thriller.
Shipping up to
Neo-noir.
Boston by the Dropkick Murphys when they're on the boat.
Sure. Because
That would have been good.
They did it in Massachusetts, right?
Yep, that's what made me think of it. What is the neo-noir? What kind of?
Psychological thriller. It's
Oh,
got
that's
to
a 10.
be. Okay.
You don't
That
get
is a
much
10.
more
Yeah, what's another
neo-noir than
one?
this.
And it gets real psychological on you.
The
That's
Black
very
Dahlia.
Oh,
Black Dahlia.
Yes.
That was a neo-noir psychological thriller.
listen to Brent. It's like you're
I know.
film
Movie
podcast.
expert. One of the biggest experts in all of film and cinema.
Yeah.
And
Remember the
movies.
old lady? That's a good thing when she goes shush. That means that she was told not to talk about it. Press
That
your
was
friends
good.
at the next party. Press your friends
That's right.
at the next party. Enjoying
and the
some nice
theme this
dip
month-
with some Ruffalo chips. Sorry.
Oh. Some Ruffalo dip with Ruffalo chips.
Yep.
The theme for this month is secrets. I want to know about some secrets. And this movie presents as if we may be about to break the case on one of the most shocking secrets of all time. They're performing Nazi experiments on an island in America. But that wasn't true. It was a fake secret. So I'm going to give it a 7. It's sort of a secret, but it was made up. 7.
Which I think that it's a great secret that you're like, to me, it's a 10 because Leo DiCaprio was a secret to himself.
Yeah. Nate missed the mark big time on this one. Huge. It's a big secret that he's actual Andrew Latis. We know for the whole entire movie as Teddy, thinking he's U.S. Marshal. All of a sudden, he's fucking wanders into a lighthouse. Next thing you know, his world's flipped upside down. Secret Second Life. Could be secret Nazi missions. We don't know. It's chock full of secrets. They should have called it Secret Island. 10. Yeah.
I'm giving it an 8. You convinced me to bump it up to
That's
an 8.
right.
I'm giving it an 8.
That's right.
This movie gets a 44.5, which seems just about right for me. It's like fun. It's good.
44.5.
Yeah.
Couple tweaks for Shutter Island 2, and they'd have a hit. Couple tweaks.
Couple tweaks.
What would this
Yeah.
Shutter Island 2 be?
Just watching Leonardo DiCaprio wander around for 2 hours on the island.
Now it's time to pick a movie for next week. Kate?
Yes.
What do we got?
I think it's time. I don't think we've watched this. I think It's one we have to watch. It's a psychological thriller fantasy. And there's a secret. There's secrecy to it. Donnie Darko.
Oh, I haven't
2001.
watched this movie in forever, and I really don't remember very much about it.
Never seen it. One of Melissa's favorite movies. All I know, there's a rabbit head involved somehow.
Yep. There's a Gyllenhaal. I know that.
We got a great cast early in their career. Seth Rogen is there as a young person.
I hope he talks about smoking
Noah
weed
Wiley, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Drew Barrymore. Oh, Patrick Swayze. So we'll watch that and we'll see what kind of secrets there are.
We'll see what secrets it holds in Donnie Darko next week on the North American Friends Movie Club podcast. Write us an email.
Oh, yes.
NorthAmericanFriendsMovieClub@gmail.com. Leave us a review, 5 stars, of course.
Please.
Of course.
Please.
And
Please, if you listen to us, please help us.
yeah,
we need
help
your
us.
help.
We need your help.
Please.
And that means all that's left to do is say goodnight, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
I met a new friend.
Real or imaginary?
Imaginary.
A young man has come to the end of an era.
We are losing these kids.
Now, the only way to save what he loves
Time is running out.
is to follow what he fears.
We're just gonna stop.
You should already know that.
Donnie Darko, rated R.
Careful, my bones.